Have you ever wondered why you're stuck in your data analyst journey? You want to become a data analyst. You've taken the right courses and you can't see yourself making progress that you expect to make. In fact, you've learned Power BI, SQL, Python, and so many of them. But yet you're feeling stuck. Maybe it's not about what you need to learn this time. Maybe it's about what you need to unlearn to make your journey a simplified one. In this video, I'll be debunking some myth that is holding you back in making progress in your journey as a data analyst. Stay tuned while we dive right in. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Chimanwosu, and here I help break down the steps and simplify your journey in becoming a data analyst. So the first thing you need to unlearn is I must master all the tools before I start applying for jobs. That is a myth. You do not need to master all the tools, but you need to know how to make good use of the ones you have. And you need to know the right tools to master and not just mastering every tool that someone tells you that data analysts use. Focus on the foundational skills. Foundational skills can help you land a job, even if you don't know everything. Yes. Foundational skill like data cleaning, knowing in fact how to use either Pandas, Power Query, or Excel to clean data can land you a good paying job without you knowing how to run the real analysis. Someone can hire you for data cleaning services. Another person can hire you simply for data visualization. Someone else can hire you simply for data storytelling. And someone can decide to hire you simply for data analysis. Focus on foundational skills. You can even be one. And at least if this covers most of real world tasks, let's take for example, you want to master just one tool in data cleaning. You can decide to not do Excel because you might feel like Excel is basic. And if I'm trying to analyze larger data sets, Excel might struggle. You can decide to go straight for Python. You can decide to go straight for Power BI. Knowing this foundational skill, like having this foundational skill on how to use Power BI, that is Power Query, or Pandas to do your data cleaning can land you a high paying job. So stop learning everything. I'm debunking that myth today. You do not need to master all the tools. You don't need to know everything. Sometimes knowing everything at a short period of time can get you confused. You just started out. You're busy learning this, learning that, bringing everything together. I need to be expert in all of this in 3 months or 6 months. Most of the time, it gets you confused. It demotivates you. It makes it even harder than it's supposed to be. Start small, but be focused and determined, and start with the right tool. Not just starting small with the wrong tool. No, start small with the right tool, with the right foundational tool that can help you even when you don't know the rest. You can decide to focus on analysis. You know that I am not cleaning data, I am not visualizing, I am not storytelling. What I am doing is strictly analysis. You can land a job and you'll be doing well in that part. You can decide to be a data storyteller. I always tell people this. You knowing that you have the capability to tell a story. In fact, when you're analyzing an event, people are focused, people are enjoying it. You can be a good data storyteller and you can decide to focus on that only. It is a skill. Because you cannot analyze data with Python does not mean that you being a data storyteller is not enough skill. It is a skill and it can get you started. Then what about data visualization? So many organizations, so many businesses hire people just for their dashboards. Data visualization is well sought after. Let me not name it the most sought after in data analytics, but it is one of it. So stop trying to do everything at once and focus on one, which can get you started, which can take you far, and make it easier for you. Your journey will be simplified because most people that wants to go into data analytics, they stop along the way because they found it very hard. In fact, this is not what they told me when I was starting. This is not what I heard. This is more difficult. I came here because I feel like I don't need to write much codes. This is way easier. But here, I'm finding it difficult. I'm not trying to say that any of these things are difficult, but it will be more challenging when trying to learn all at the same time. In fact, you're learning this, you're learning that, you're learning this. At the end of the day, you're not an expert in any of them. You're learning to clean data, analysis, visualization, storytelling. In fact, you're learning everything at the same time. But when a difficult task arises, you can't stand out in any of these things you know how to do. But when you focus on one, you can stand out. And when someone asks you, can you do this? In fact, you can do anything, any level in that particular foundation, in that particular skill that you have. So today, you don't need to master all the tools before you start your job application. These are from my personal experiences. When I started out, I mastered everything. Like I learned everything because I felt like when I know everything, that is when I'll be more employable. But guess what happened? I started getting jobs like, can you help me clean this data set? Can you help me clean this data set? In fact, that is why, if you check my previous video where I explained how I got to know about Power Query and Pandas, it was through data cleaning. People keep saying, help me clean this data set, help me clean this data set. And at some point, I started getting visualizations. I wasn't getting everything at once. Some people will hire you to help them do this, not because they can do it, but because they want to save time. They'll be like, help me do this. I'll run the analysis. Then help me with the dashboard and all that. And if you know how to do this and position yourself as an expert in this particular one, people will be reaching out to you for jobs. Like people will be reaching out to you. You'll be getting gigs better than when you are jack of all trades but master of none. Then the second myth is data analysts work only with numbers. Data analysts do not work just with numbers. In fact, the job of a data analyst is not centered on just the numbers, but it is more centered on the insights and how they communicate them. Because you can do a good job, get a good result, but if you can't communicate those insights and those findings to the understanding of your CEOs, trust me, you've not done any job. So that is a myth that data analysts work with just numbers. The numbers are as important as the findings and how you communicate them. So don't leave anyone aside like, I just have to focus on numbers. No. If you are an all-rounder who knows how to clean, analyze, visualize, and storytell, just don't focus on those numbers. Develop your skill to be a good storyteller. This is like a good example of this. Someone made a very good food, then give your dispatch rider to go and deliver. Along the way, something happened. Maybe the food spilled or something happened to that food, late delivery, and so many other things. That customer will not be satisfied. Despite you having the good food, the customer will always complain about all other things that comes with the delivery. So being able to communicate your insights and findings to whomever you're working for is just as important as the analysis you did. So this is a myth that data analysts work with just numbers. No, data analysts are good storytellers. Then the third one is you need a degree to succeed as a data analyst. That's a myth. Many people get demotivated because they don't have a degree. Trust me, you can have a degree in any field and come into the world of data analytics and succeed. Yes, I know that having a degree in computer science, statistics, mathematics is a very good foundation. And I must be honest, it will make your journey easy when it comes to analyzing your data. But if you don't have it, you can still excel. Like me, I'm a psychologist, but today I'm a data analyst. And it was challenging from the beginning, but now it's no more challenging because this is something I've been doing over and over again. So here you have it, the things you need to unlearn to thrive as a data analyst. So if you found this video helpful, do well to subscribe to my channel, like, leave me a comment in the comment section, and share to someone who might be needing it. Until I see you next time, my name is Chairman Woso. Bye.